Hello and welcome to World Traveler Cooking, and welcome to my new kitchen. Sorry for the lack of videos recently. I've recently moved to another house, another kitchen, and like all things, some things take a little bit of time to get used to. Additionally, the time involved in moving had taken away from editing, so I still have some videos from the old kitchen that you will be seeing at some point, but don't have them ready at the moment. Today, I was hoping that this video would be in time for Thanksgiving in the US, but I don't think so, so this is still something which would be a great Christmas pie recipe for anybody looking for that. We are going to make a French tarte tatin. Now, the tarte tatin came out of the bakery of the Tatin sisters, and it's a relatively simple recipe, but it takes some practice. So don't make this the first time when you're trying to impress people. This is my second time trying to make it. I'm still not super confident about it, but we'll see how this goes. Now, the ingredients, as I say, are very simple. We have 8 apples. They should be relatively moderate size. You can use Granny Smith's, Galas, or Golden Delicious. So typically a good pie apple that doesn't release too much water. The not releasing too much water is a very important point, so keep that in mind. The topping is 100 grams of sugar and 100 grams of butter. We will make a caramel. And then the pie crust, I have 120 grams of butter, 300 grams of flour, and I'll have some ice water. I have some ice water in the freezer cooling down. What I do is I take my water, I just put it in the freezer, let it start to freeze a little bit, and then I use that. There are a couple points about the crust, so keep this in mind. The crust, because of the way this is cooked, and it's cooked very differently from a normal pie, you really want to make sure the crust is pliable enough, so don't leave it crumbly, okay? This means add a little extra water if you want to, okay? One of the things that went wrong my first time making it was that I left the crust too crumbly. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our caramel, and I'm going to peel my apples, core them. In fact, I'll probably do that before I make my caramel. Sure, they might brown a little bit, but who cares? Then, while the apples are cooking in the caramel, I'll make my pie crust. Then the pie crust actually gets fit over the apples in a pan, and then you cook the pie kind of upside down and then flip it. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's get started. So for the apples, I'm cutting them into halves and coring them, and that's going to be the shape of the apples here. So in a round pan, a little bit smaller than my plate, this is a critical point here. I'm going to start by melting my butter. And this is the butter, this is 100 grams for the coating. And once it's nicely melted, we will start stirring in the sugar. We'll heat this until everything dissolves, and then we'll cook our apples in the resulting caramel. So now, in goes our sugar. And I'm just going to start stirring this constantly until everything dissolves. Now, I've taken this off the heat because I'm afraid it's going to burn otherwise. I'm trying to get the butter and the caramel a little more incorporated, but that's looking about the right color. And suddenly that's much more like it. So I'm just going to whisk this a little more, get it nicely incorporated, then we will lay our apples in, and we will set this to cook for 10 minutes. Yeah, there we go. So laying our apples in, we're going to do this kind of in this sort of arrangement. Remember that the top of the pie is the bottom of the pan. So we're going to lay this in here. I'm going to set it like this. The apples will help with temperature control. So this is why we're going to do it on a low heat, but we can keep cooking it here with the apples, even though we couldn't if we were just to add them straight. So what we're going to do is basically do rings and then something in the middle. So I've rolled out my pie crust, and I have other videos on how to make pie crust, so you can watch those. And I've cut it to 3 to 4 centimeters. That's like a 1.5 to 2 inches wider than my pan I'm using here. And of course, by the way, always use a pan that you can put the whole thing in the oven, so no plastic parts. And yeah. So this crust is looking much better than my last attempt, so I'm getting ready. So the next step is to put the crust over the top of the pie and to tuck it in around the apples. This might be, yeah, this might be slightly on the small side for the crust, but it's looking like it'll be fine. And so I'm actually going to do this off the stove, and I'll be back when I'm done. And so what I've done is I've taken the handle of a spoon and I've tucked it in around the apples here. I am worried that I'm going to get a little bit of splash of the caramel when it comes out of the oven, so we'll deal with that at that point. And then I'm going to cut a couple of small steam vents. And then this will go in the oven at 350 Fahrenheit, about 175, 180 Fahrenheit, Celsius, until the top is cooked through. So about, I'll have to double check, but I think about 10-15 minutes. So here we have this out of the oven. I think it is going to leak some caramel sauce when I flip it. So I'm going to let it cool for another 10 minutes, and then I'll flip it at that point. See you in 10 minutes. Now, I'm not going to flip this on camera because it is genuinely difficult, but I am going to note that I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to tilt it slightly away from my body. I'm going to do it over the sink because in the past, sometimes caramel sauce leaks out, and that can make a big mess. So there was no caramel sauce leakage. I think the caramel could have been made a little darker. And so I'm going to let this cool down, and in a couple of hours I'll come back for a taste test. And now for the taste test. This is only my second time making this, so I may have messed something up, but we will see. So far it looks good. Though most of the pictures I've seen show a slightly darker color on the apples. Nice big chunks of apple. Now that is something. Wow. This is frankly delicious. This is one of the best apple pies I've ever had. You gotta try it. It's there's something about it. I can't describe it. It's just like overload with the Granny Smiths. It's very tart. So obviously with the Golden Delicious it'd be a little less tart. But with those big chunks of apple, you just get a big blast of apple. It's not like overly caramely. It's just kind of yeah, it's just delicious. This is an iconic dessert for good reason. It's something you have to add, and if you do it, and you do it well, you are sure to impress. Now, if you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have anything to say about this video, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you're watching on YouTube or Patreon, recipes in the description. Otherwise, you'll just have to do with notes. Bon appetit. See you next week.